Hi there, welcome to Midland, Texas. My name is Manny and I'm a project coordinator for the First United Methodist Church. Today, I wanted to take you around and show you our progress. So we're going to start our walkthrough with the atrium, which is the new heart of the church, is the new big open space. From that point, we're going to move on to the multi-purpose room, also known as the contemporary worship. And I'll also like to show you the new cafe lounge, which connects the existing building, one of the main hallways of the church, of this facility, to the new atrium. I'm really excited to show you this. Let's go. As we move on into the project, you'll see that we have quite a bit of work going on right now on the main entry. This is kind of a unique situation here, since our whole intervention for this building has been doing it around existing buildings. This bell tower was built in the 1960s, and this is all the remain. We have to be very careful not to touch these buildings. It has to be in really good condition by the time we have to move out of here. First room we're going to be walking into, this is the foyer room. This is basically our gathering space. This is what it opens up to the new atrium, which is a higher ceiling, higher roof area. The whole purpose of this room, aside from the entry, this is replacing the old breezeway which connected the chapel with the sanctuary. So this is going to be the purpose of it. You can see on that CMU wall behind me that there's a diagonal shade there. That's what it used to be, the old roof for the breezeway. And as you can see now, we have a more open space, more higher ceilings, and we can go over to the atrium. So we go into the atrium, you'll notice that we have higher ceilings. This ceiling, it's what we call the feature ceiling. It's going to have a very interesting geometry to it. All of those bays that you can see up there are going to have a really good looking rule-on ceiling panel system. The geometry on it is that they're all going to be angled, and it has some sort of pattern, so they're rotating as you go in the grade up there. One of the interesting things of this room is the transition we have of the brick on the back, where the old meditation garden meets the new atrium, and you can see how the intervention of the curtain wall just hits the brick, but the brick continues. Cool thing about this room, it's also that it's very bright. Curtain wall goes all the way up to the roof. It actually turns out into a parapet, and we can move on into the multipurpose room now. Please follow me into the contemporary worship room. As you can see, this whole corridor and this vestibule, it's all centered with the atrium. It creates a nice transition to the contemporary worship room. Now here you can see that we have the same type of feature ceiling as we call it. You can appreciate how those wood panels on the ceiling have a different angle location, and they rotate as you go and follow along the grid. As we walk towards the stage in this room, you'll see that it's barely noticeable because it's all blacked out at this point, but we're going to have a really large 18-foot screen that drops down in front of the stage, and then there's going to be a couple of screens mounted on the sides. This is going to be a great space for gathering and contemporary worship. Coming out of the contemporary worship room, we will be back at the atrium, and to the atrium we have the cafe lounge. In the cafe lounge, we're going to have one of the nicest and very unique features on this project, which are these stained glass windows. These stained glass windows were existing. They were placed in a different part of this building, and they were meant to preserve. Our lighting designer came out with a really nice strategy to have the stained glass windows backlit. So on the other side of that hallway, we're just going to have concealed access panels. You won't be able to see that there's light behind them. There's just like a small closet, and on this side, you'll be able to appreciate this. In between these three stained glass windows, we're going to have also illuminated cabinets with LED strips, nice wood finishes on them. And we can also appreciate that the purpose of this room is to connect, where we have this temporary partition wall. Once we're done with the renovation, we're going to open this up. We're going to have a really cool portal featuring wood. And it's going to be connecting the existing hallway, which is one of the main ones in the church. They have a lot of hallways. This place is a maze. And it'll be connecting almost on center with our big open space, which is the atrium. And then again, as it transitions down the street with the foyer and the vestibule. So this is a very symmetric approach to the design. All right, so that's all we have for you today as we walk out of the building. It's time to go back to work. maybe grab some lunch before that. And just wanted to say that I really appreciate the opportunity to work in the First United Methodist Church. And well, thanks for watching.